Hey everyone, it's Strange Michael. I hope you're doing well today. I have a review here for the fourth Hell House LLC movie. This one is Hell House LLC Origins, the Carmichael Manor. I almost said story, but it's manor. Anyway, this one just came out last week on the 30th of October, I believe, so about 4 or 5 days ago. And I'm a big fan of the first Hell House movie. I think it's absolutely fantastic. It's kind of a found footage movie, kind of a Halloween film, kind of a haunt movie, you know, where you have the haunts for Halloween. And I really love that about it. And I love found footage typically too. Years ago, I saw the second one, and I wasn't immensely impressed, but it had some good things in there. Then I saw part 3, and I thought part 3 was pretty rough, rougher than part 2 was. This being the fourth film, though, this is more of a spin-off tied to the original Hell House trilogy, and I like the ways they tie it to that series, that trilogy, whatever you want to call it. But this is a nice little kind of spin-off. I enjoyed that for the most part, and I will say this too, like many people seem to be saying, this might be like the second best movie in the franchise, for me, if I had to rank them. But I would also say that this is still not that good. Still not that great. Stephen Cognetti, I believe, is the name of the guy who directed and wrote all 4 of them, I believe. Yeah, Stephen Cognetti. And this one follows a young lesbian couple who are going out to basically this Carmichael Manor, where it was involved with a cult at one point. Like I said, it does have some ties to the Abaddon Hotel from the first 3 movies. And it's just kind of its own thing. They're going out there to, I guess, basically make a YouTube ghost hunting documentary thing. See if anything actually happens to them. The one chick, the main chick, is really the one who's all about the supernatural stuff and the documentary filmmaking, ghost hunting crap. The other one is really just somebody who wants to work a job, who wants to be supportive to her girlfriend. So they kind of give her some character development stuff, but the other one, not so much. They also bring along the one who does believe in the supernatural's brother, named Chase. And that actor was good. I thought he was better than the 2 girls, matter of fact, but he's not in it a ton. He's in it for like half the movie, I would say. But they go out to this house. I think it's supposed to be for like, what, 5 days? Something like that. I forgot what the time frame is. But they get to rent out this crazy Carmichael house that has all this family murder history. Apparently one of the family members must have killed somebody in the house, or killed everybody in the house. 2 guys did, something like that. But the father and son are missing, and nobody knows what happened to them. But the night that all that killing happened, in like the 50s or 70s or 90s, whatever it was, I think it was the 90s, whenever that happened, there was only one trail of footprints in the snow leaving the house. So the police investigating it said, well, you know, this is interesting. You know, we don't really know how to prove who did what or where the father and son went, how there's only one trail of footprints. They don't know. Now, this is more in the sense of a mockumentary than an actual documentary, which I thought was cool. It's like people sitting down doing fake interviews for this. That was kind of a good approach. I think that was a good direction to put Hell House into, you know? We're talking about things years after they had already happened, and then we're kind of cutting over to the found footage element with the 2 lesbians and the brother character. Now, this is the thing. I love the original Hell House, and even parts of 2 and 3, because of the really creative uses of the Abaddon Hotel, the kind of ties to each other, all of that stuff was nice. I like the history lessons about the Abaddon Hotel, fictional or otherwise. It's still fun. I like all that stuff. They weren't really well known for just jump scares. They were really good atmospheric films to their own degree. Even 2 and 3 had that. I would say that the atmosphere is kind of lacking in this movie. Even though I think it's a better made movie, I think it just has a lack of atmosphere, which is kind of a bummer, because I was really looking forward to this when it was coming out. At the end of the day, I think I enjoyed things like Saw X and VHS 85 way more than I did this movie. But it's not a bad movie. Can I make that clear? It's not a bad movie. I thought it had some good things going for it. I enjoyed watching it. I don't know how well it would hold up on a rewatch. Just because, I mean, you can argue that about every single movie ever. But for me, it just feels like it would be hard to make this last. And be able to not be bored, because a lot of the film has nothing happening in it. That's one thing I noticed while I was getting to the end of the movie, that I started to get a little sleepy a couple of times, not dozing off or anything, but a little sleepy on the night it came out, and I had to basically stop it halfway through, picking up the next day, because there wasn't anything happening. It was just a little bit of tease here and there that something might happen, and that was it. Now, we do have a character in here that you will know from the previous 3 films. It happens to be kind of 2 of them, but really one of them that you'll know. which is a clown mannequin. He's kind of like, a lot of people have said this too, he's kind of the mascot of the series now, in my personal opinion, and I agree. He is kind of the silent, moving around mannequin that we know from the previous films, but we don't really know why he does that. He just does it. We thought it was the Abaddon Hotel messing with him, and here it's not. It's a little bit different, and I really like that about it. I think it's one of the highlights of this movie that make it so fun to watch, make it enjoyable to watch, because every time he's on screen, he's still in the scene. However, there is another clown mannequin thing in the movie too, in the same room as that clown from the previous films. And I was surprised by how well utilized both of them were for this film. They have some good scares, I enjoy that too. But again, the amount of atmosphere, for me, is not really there. The found footage stuff really doesn't land like a lot of things do in the previous movies. It's just not great. It's really kind of lackluster, really kind of dull for the most part. Yeah, I think the performances are trying their best. Yeah, the writing ain't that strong either, aside from the brother Chase. There's just really not a whole lot to say about this. The directing, the cinematography, all of that are okay. The setting of this new house they're in, I really like. I really think the Carmichael Manor, sorry, I'm never going to get that right. I'll never remember this title. It'll always be known in my head as Hell House 4 or Hell House LLC 4. But the Carmichael Manor is a beautiful looking home. I really like the way they utilize that building for this movie. Really cool stuff. It's surrounded by nothing but wood, so it's not like you can just walk away. That stuff should have been utilized even better than what it was, but I do appreciate it for what we had. There's not really any kind of like CGI or hardcore practical effects. When you get them, they're there, they look good. But the CGI, I don't think there's really anything in the movie. It's really just trying to cut costs by having a cheaper approach to this, and that's a good thing in my personal opinion. But again, the music is okay. There's one particular scene involving the theme song of the original 3 movies, and I thought that was really good for what it was, personally. But anyway, at the end of the day, Hell House LLC Origins, the Carmichael Manor, is a very mixed bag. A very, very mixed bag. And I wanted to go into this liking it way more, but I just, at the end of the day, I can't tell you that I do. I think it has its good points, its pros, but it has a lot of cons that really kind of drag it down and really, I wouldn't say make it fall apart. They just don't impress me. Just like 2 and 3 don't really impress me because of some of the cheapness of certain moments of that couple of movies. But anyway, Hell House LLC Origins, the Carmichael Manor. It's getting hard to remember the entire title as I finish up this review. If I had to rate this one on a 5-star basis, I think I'd give it like a 3 out of 5 stars. Yeah, it's fairly watchable, but I don't know how watchable it'll be on a rewatch. Like I said, I don't know how much it would hold up, whether it'd be really good, really slower than it is the first time you see it. I don't know. But the other Hell House movie, the original one, doesn't do that. I think it just flies by. I have a blast rewatching that all the time. But anyway, have you seen it? What do you think about it? Let me know down in the comment section down below. In case you don't know where to watch it at, apparently it's exclusively on Shudder. I don't know if it's going to go out anywhere else, but right now it's on Shudder exclusively, and it's mildly solid. It's got some good things in there, but it is a mixed bag, like I said. Anyway, thank you all for watching, guys. Put your thoughts and comments down below about not only this movie, but the previous ones too. Is this one your favorite of the whole series? Are the previous films? I'd love to hear all that too. Thank you all. God bless you guys, and goodbye. By the way, happy Thanksgiving, because Halloween's over now. God bless you. Goodbye.